Hey guys, welcome to the Week 15 Pick 6 show. And what a week it was. Couple crazy plays happened with that Chiefs game.
Yeah, I'm not over the Chiefs thing. I understand that you got to call the penalty.
Yeah.
If it's a penalty, although it does happen a million times a season.
I know.
I was like, Tony redeems himself.
know,
Never mind.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, that hurt.
Being a Chiefs fan, it's hard to be rooting for Kadarius Toney because he messed up so many times.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that we should not be allowed to bet on the Chiefs because we're obviously a big curse.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
When we don't touch them, they do fine. So
I agree. But let's get right into it.
What do you
All right. To start off, I have Baltimore -3.5 at Jacksonville. Jacksonville looked like they were struggling last week against Cincinnati. Baltimore, aren't they coming off the bye this week? Did they have a game?
No, they played.
No, they did play. I don't know why I thought that. But it looked like they played pretty good. They had went in overtime. That's what happened. They went in overtime with the Rams.
Yep.
Rams played good.
Rams are on fire right now.
Yeah, they are. And so I like Baltimore -3 against Jacksonville just because their offense looked good without Mark Andrews last week, and Jacksonville is looking like they might be struggling. Trevor Lawrence playing through an injury. So I think everything is pointing Ravens -3.5.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the Ravens to lose that game, actually, to the Rams last week. I think the Rams played great. I love the Ravens in this game. They're on my board.
Yep.
I think that Jacksonville's definitely going to be struggling. Lawrence didn't look good last week. I think they're replaying a powerhouse team. I hate for the Ravens to win as a Chiefs fan.
Yep.
But I like this game.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, for me, I'm going to get on the Detroit bandwagon again, even though we said we wouldn't. Goff at home is a completely different quarterback. I like them at home against Denver, who's been on a winning streak. Denver's gotten, I think, the luckiest out of any team over the last 5 or 6 weeks with turnovers. I think this doesn't happen in this game. I think they can't keep up with Detroit. I think it's one of those games. It's going to be high scoring, but I see it being like a 38-24 kind of game.
Yeah.
And Detroit covers the 4.5, no problem.
I mean, it's your first pick. It's just Detroit has been selling the bag for us.
They have.
Week after week. I'm not against it because I see where you're coming from. It's just hard to take Detroit again.
Yeah, I mean, just taking, you get Denver as an outdoor team playing against an indoor team that plays really well at home. I think the matchup's bad. Denver's been traveling. I think this is their third road game in a row. So situationally, with the motivation and everything, I think it just lines up for a Lions get-right blowout game.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
I'm not against taking it, and honestly, I almost put it on my board, but it's just like it's been 2 weeks in a row. I think maybe just the layoff, like I was thinking about just laying off them 1 week, but if you have my number one, I think it has to go on there. But for my next pick, I have the Rams -6.5 at home.
Love this pick.
Against Washington. Rams are playing good football. Now, what was a little hesitant, and I actually almost took Washington +6.5, and it's because you never know when they're going to show up.
Sure.
Washington can either put up 1,000,000 points or they put up 0. And so I was thinking, man, what if Sam Howell has that game for 5 touchdowns, 400 yards? Because it's happened a couple of times this season. And he's just so inconsistent. And I feel like, okay, well, maybe they're playing the Rams. Maybe we should take the Rams. Maybe we should take Washington. But you're right. The Rams are on fire. They played really good football.
These two teams are going in totally different directions, in my opinion. I mean, I think the Rams are like, wow, we're actually a good team. And I think Washington's like, we're really not.
Yeah.
And Washington's just coming off a bye. Mm-hmm. And I think the worst possible time you can take a bye.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah, I think they're ready for their season to be done.
Yeah, I agree.
Sweet. All right, for me, I like the New York Giants +6 at New Orleans. I know it sounds like a crazy pick.
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
Okay, awesome. I think we were lucky to cover with New Orleans last week.
Yep.
They are a terrible team.
Yeah.
And same kind of theory as the Rams are doing great. I think the Giants are really feeling it. Mm-hmm. I don't think New Orleans has any business being a 6-point favorite over anybody.
Yeah.
And I think I looked it up. They've only covered twice this year as a favorite.
Wow.
New Orleans. And they've been a favorite in a lot of games. So I like this. I think Giants could win this game outright. So getting 6 points, I had no problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's as crazy of a pick as you think it is. Tommy DeVito's playing good.
He is.
And I'm actually. I like this pick. It wasn't on my board, but I was gonna put it on there. It almost made my board for sure. It's just like, okay, are they gonna show up again? That's the only thing that.
Yeah, it's a motivation thing. You know, they're one game out of making the playoffs.
The Giants?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
So yeah, it's crazy. I think this is a team that's believing,
Yeah.
and I think the Saints believe and can't do anything. They got lucky to get out of that game.
Yeah, and honestly, I just have a question. So, do you think that after this season, if the Giants make the playoffs, do you think that they're gonna stick with Tommy DeVito and get rid of Jones?
I don't know. I mean, I've never been a fan. I don't know what the contract is with Jones.
Yeah, I don't either. I
don't
remember if it was Barkley or Jones who took the.
Yeah, I think they bought in big on Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Well, maybe they'll just have Danny Dimes as a backup.
Yeah, there you
Maybe. Maybe they bought a really good backup quarterback.
Yeah.
No, I like the pick. Giants +6. All right. I have the 49ers -12 at Arizona. The Niners are too good. They're on a streak, man. I don't see it ending. I think they could win out for the rest of the season.
I agree. I think they're the best team in the NFL.
I definitely think they're going to win, and I think they're going to cover the 12. I know it's a big spread, especially for a divisional game, but Arizona, well, honestly, Arizona's on a little bit of a streak there. They're getting some fire, but...
Yeah, and with Kyler Murray, and these teams have a history of just
games.
lighting it up against each other.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier in the year, the Niners barely covered against the Cardinals, and that was with Dobbs.
Yeah.
Granted, Dobbs was playing well with them, but this is a whole different team with Kyler Murray.
No, it is.
I could easily see the Niners covering this spread, and I could easily see this game being 38-30.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I stayed off of it. If I had to pick a side, of course, I'm going to take the Niners, the best team in the league. But if I ever am going to see them not cover a double-digit spread, it would be against a divisional team that can score a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be my only take on it.
Yep.
All right. Next, I had the Rams -6.5. We both agreed on that one already. So I am going to go with Dallas +2 on the road in the cold against Buffalo. Kind of a crazy pick. I know Dak has some history of not playing great in the cold.
Yeah.
I don't buy into this Buffalo team at all. I think the Chiefs played a terrible game, still almost won the game, and barring a 3-inch offsides, they probably do win that game. So for me, I don't believe in Buffalo. I think the organization is completely in shambles.
No, I agree.
Anytime I'm going to get a team that's a powerhouse like Dallas, even if it's on the road in the cold, and with a chance to come back, if they don't win this, they're not going to win their division. I think Philly might even lose this week. Hot take on Monday night. So Dallas has to win this game. And they're the way better team. Yeah, they're going to be in the cold. Give me Dallas all day, +2.
Yeah, I love that pick. Dallas +2. It's supposed to be on my board. I just ran out of room.
Too many teams.
I was going to say it. I just wrote bigger on my board today, but I was going to put it on my board. Yes, I love the pick.
Well, you got stuffed in your board and crayon.
I think that Buffalo is still just overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
And Dallas is playing good football. Now, if you look at their thing, they've won all 6 games at home, and all their losses have come from on the road.
Yep, totally.
And they're a turf team, and I don't think Buffalo is turf. It is grass.
Yep, and it's going to be cold.
Yep.
But
honestly,
like we're talking like 40s. I don't think there's any weather, snow, or anything. So
give me Dak Prescott. I think there's a chance he wins MVP this year. Yep. He's number 2 behind Brock Purdy, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So I like Dallas in this game. It's a good one. Okay, so for my next pick, I have the Eagles -3.5 at Seattle. And I know you don't like it, but we just have to look at the Eagles made the Super Bowl last year, and they almost won. But I know, and like they've lost 2 games. Those were 2 good teams, Dallas and the 49ers.
Yep.
And I think we both knew that those were going to be wins.
Somebody this year also picked the Jets to beat them before that happened.
Yeah, this is true.
Putting that out there.
And so it's hard to see the Eagles dropping 3 games in a row, but it's totally possible. I think Seattle has been kind of on that downslope, but I think this is their chance to beat a good team and stay in it, So
yeah, I'm no Seattle fan.
No, I was going to say, you're not a Seattle fan, and you like Seattle in this game.
Yeah,
right?
well, I'm not saying that I like Seattle in this game. I like Seattle enough to keep me off of this game. That's why I didn't put it on the board.
Yeah.
I think Philly could easily lose this game to Seattle. I also think Philly could win. Still don't think they cover the 3.5. I think if they win this game, it's a 3-point game.
Okay.
I mean, just look at the way Seattle played the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right? And the Cowboys almost lost. I think it's the same thing. You got two similar teams. I just think the Eagles are in a free fall right now. You know, their defense is okay. It's not great. And their offense is totally sputtering. Hurts is totally hurt. You know, so for me, if Seattle gets gets up for this game at all, it could be a 3-point game, and that's why I stayed off of it.
No, yeah, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not my favorite pick. On paper, it looked really good to me, but...
All right, so do you have any other ones hiding?
Yes.
Okay, what you got?
I'm not sure if I want to say it.
Give it to me. It better not be Kansas City minus 7.5. We can't do that to them. Is that what you like? Oh, man. Okay, so...
Look, it's the Patriots.
No, I agree. I actually almost put this on my board, and right before I did it, wasn't really just because I didn't want to jinx a team because it's not really a thing. But for me, it is in that range of don't touch. You know, I don't touch a spread between 7 and 10 with the Chiefs. Once it gets above 10, I like it again. They tend to cover those. Once it gets below that, they tend to cover those. This is the perfect thing. So this is how I see it. Patrick Mahomes was very angry last week. He's going to come out and win this game. But Belichick, if there's one thing Belichick does great, is finds your weakness and picks it apart. Right now, we're injured in our running game, and our passing game sucks because no one can catch the ball. So really, all we have is Kelsey catching the ball.
And Rashee Rice.
But so he's going to take Kelsey out of the equation.
Yeah, so it's going to be all
Patriots have a great run defense.
Yep.
So if this game ends up being close, I think we figure out a way to win this game. I don't think Mahomes is going to have any intention of doing anything other than winning this game, and that's why I got to stay off of it. I think it could win by 3 or 4. I think they could blow them out. It's the Patriots, but
I just see it being
my rationale.
Another Chiefs-Bears game where it's like 42-10.
Yeah, it could be.
I just keep seeing that score pop in my head, 42-10.
I love the Chiefs, and I never hated enough to kick it off the board, but I just think Belichick's really good at shutting down weaknesses or taking advantage of weaknesses.
Well, especially with their defense playing so good recently.
And I mean, Zappy's probably going to go out there and throw 3 interceptions to the Chiefs, and they're going to win by 14. But I could easily see this game being a 10-point game, and we give up a touchdown and they win by 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it might have to be one of our desperation picks just in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
So what do we agree on, or do you have more?
I'm done.
Okay.
We both agreed on the Rams.
Like the Rams.
We both agreed on Dallas.
Like Dallas.
We both agreed on Baltimore.
Both agreed on Baltimore. Okay. What do you think about getting my Giants pick in there? Plus the 6 at no.
We both agreed on the Giants too.
Okay, so we got 4.
Yep.
Okay, so we just need a 5th one.
All right. So I'm just gonna put this out there.
Okay.
I want you to pick this one.
Okay.
I want you to take it. I feel like as of recently, I've picked a lot, and I've convinced you in the wrong way. So I want to go with your pick today. I want to go with your favorite pick.
Well, if we do that, I mean, we're going to be taking my whole board.
Really?
Well, we have the Giants. We have the Rams.
Well, it's almost my whole board.
We have Dallas.
Too.
We have Baltimore.
Did
we take Baltimore?
Yeah.
Let's say, yeah. So I'm fine with it. I like Detroit minus 4.5. What's your other one?
Niners minus 12.
Yeah.
You don't like that one, right?
I don't love it. I don't know. I don't love that one.
Yeah, then let's take... I mean, I'm not completely against Detroit. So, I mean, the only games we kept off my board, since technically I had 5 picks on my board, but I had also the Giants and Dallas.
Yeah, so we agreed on 4 of them anyway.
So we agreed on 4.
Okay.
And I just had a big board today.
All right, you did. All right, so let's do it then.
All right.
You want to give it to him or you want me to do it?
You do it.
All right, so we got Detroit minus 4.5.
Yep.
We have the Giants plus 6. Mm-hmm. We got the Rams minus 6.5, Dallas plus 2, and Baltimore minus 3.5.
Yep. I think this is a good week.
All right.
It's a little. I think it's an interesting week this week. There's a lot of games that could go either way, in my opinion. I feel like some upsets might happen.
I think some upsets are going to happen too, which means I think we do a 2-team parlay of the week this week. And I want mine to be the New York Giants.
I was just about to say.
Plus 220, not the 6 points.
Really?
In the parlay, and it's still going to pay 6-1.
I actually like that. I wanted to say the Giants should be in there just
I'm going to take them without the points.
I'm not taking them because they're 6 points, 6-point underdogs. I'm taking them. I like them because I think they're gonna win this game.
Yep, I agree.
I think they could win without the 6 for sure.
All right, so what's yours?
This is tough. So I don't know what I want to put in there. I don't know, man. Kansas City minus 7.5 at the Patriots. It's gonna.
Okay.
Be, I'm calling it, guys. 42-10. It's gonna happen, and then watch. Next episode, we're gonna put a score in. We're not gonna put a score. We're gonna put like the rewind from this episode.
Yeah, and you think that the Patriots can score 10 points on us?
Well,
I'm not just kidding.
I think they might get lucky and put up a touchdown.
All right, so your 2-team parlay of the week is the Chiefs minus 7.5 and the Giants money line plus 220.
I like it.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching the show. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that post notification bell.
Bing!
And make sure to go check out our Instagram, Friday Finals, Told You Tuesdays, our just updates and just everything like that. So
Yeah, and after our 5-0 week, make sure you check the Circa for Pick 6.
Yep.
Yeah, see our name up there.
All right, and with that,
Have fun burning your books.